Renewed push to get vaccinated from local health leaders today.
Yeah, because of the Delta variant with that out there causing a surge in cases among the unvaccinated, the city and the state's top doctors held a Q&A session to try to help dispel myths about the vaccine. And WGN's Tanya Francisco is here now with more details.
Yeah, that Q&A was with AARP, and the number of COVID cases in the state have doubled this month, with the Delta variant now responsible for 1 in 4 infections. But what is of most concern is the number of people who are not vaccinated and what that means for everyone else. As COVID cases rise, cities and counties across the country are bringing back mask mandates. In Los Angeles County, where they're seeing more than 1,000 cases a day, masks are required indoors regardless of your vaccination status. Chicago's health commissioner says we're not there yet, even though cases are creeping up.
I'm not worried about overwhelming our health system in the way that I was. I'm not worried about having to do the major sort of shutdowns and lockdowns because we have effective vaccine. But I am worried about the individuals who choose not to take advantage of that.
51% of Chicagoans are fully vaccinated compared to 55% of people in the entire state. And with the highly contagious Delta variant now responsible for 1 in 4 cases, health officials say masks and vaccines are our best protection.
We know that the more people that have been fully vaccinated, as that number continues to grow, the less chance this virus or any of the variants that follow will have of infecting our Illinois residents.
Illinois has seen almost 5,000 new cases since the 4th of July, mostly attributed to large summer gatherings. We're also seeing a rise in hospitalizations.
97% of the folks going all the way back to January, 97% of the people who are hospitalized and 97% of the people who have died are unvaccinated.
We saw that for the Metro East area, 100% of the deaths that were attributed to COVID were in people who were not fully vaccinated for the entire month of June.
Historically, spikes in COVID cases has led to an increase in deaths, which is why health officials are ramping up efforts to dispel myths about the vaccines.
It's important for people to understand this. It's like my decision to get vaccinated is not just about me. It's about the whole community and protecting all of us against, variants and whatever is coming.
We all benefit from every individual who gets vaccinated.
Dr. Arwady says she expects COVID cases to continue to increase into the fall, but what she says is going to be different is that it's going to fall more heavily on unvaccinated groups. She says masking and vaccines are your best defense.
All right, good advice. Thank you. Thank you, Tanya.